It's been said, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Our Elements of Closing workshop has been changing practices and ultimately changing options for doctors after they go to a 2-day workshop. Now that quote, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. The reason that's relevant in regards to this workshop is a lot of docs say, well, people in my area won't pay out of pocket. Beyond their insurance, they don't want to pay for care. The truth is you just haven't learned to communicate true value to this point. And I mean that with no disrespect, but the reality is the docs that come for 2 days to our Elements of Closing workshop, we have one in April, one coming up in June, they can change everything. They have changed everything. And then ultimately we do online video training. That's far too much to explain. You just have to see it for yourself. So listen, we kick these workshops at 60 people so I can move around the room. You have to role play. You have to do the muscle memory. I've done a number of virtual workshops with great success, but this particular one and a couple others, I just feel like you need to do it. You need to create the muscle memory. You need to say and do these things yourself. Things like public speaking, you have to do the work, and I can critique it, but until we create the muscle memory, there's no way you can watch a video and be better. It's like going to a driving range and watching someone hit golf balls and hoping it helps your golf game. It doesn't translate to the epic proportions to make a huge shift. Same thing with the Elements of Closing. Get there, we'll teach you why it works, the behavioral psychology, and then ultimately you're ready to go on Monday. Everything you need is in the notebook, the training, the role play, the muscle memory. All you need to do is have the courage to apply it, which is why I started out with that quote. If you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. I'm gonna blow the doors off what you think is a limiting factor, show you what is possible, back it up with testimonials, and then the results are a metric. It's a number in your bank account. Join us for an Elements of Closing workshop, a value fact consultation, how to do a day one that really drives value even beyond insurance coverage. And then the day 2 is under 12 minutes. It's intended for a practice that's looking to get a bigger volume, looking to be more vitalistic, because in the absence of value, cost is the only consideration. This is a value-rich workshop. You'll be done with people asking you how much. You'll be done with people telling you it's too much when you do the Elements of Closing workshop. We'll see you there. April in Florida, June we're gonna be in Chicago. Better grab your seat, they are going fast.
We opened in October in the middle of a pandemic, and within 3 months of practice, we just hit our 200 visits per week. We're only open 4 days a week as well, and that just goes to show you too how incredible these systems and procedures are.
What I can say is, without a shadow of a doubt, he presented the most succinct and congruent day 1, day 2 process that I've been exposed to date. And I'm a data guy, so I don't make claims like that without having a way to track it, measure it, and follow it over a period of time to ensure that the outcomes are what they're supposed to be, even down the road.
And I mean, all of our numbers have increased, from visits to retention to revenue. All of that has increased. And so if you're thinking about going to Elements of Close, I highly recommend it.
We started Level Up back in June of 2020. We were with another mentoring group before. We were focused more on like year-long care plans, low cost, large plan. But now that we're going to the 3-month plan, it's been huge for us. Not only have our visits per week really increased by a lot, but also our collections. We're probably tripling what we were collecting before we started Level Up in June.
We've been able to find freedom, right? That's been huge for me and my family. Before, our relationships were getting a little on edge, me and my wife, and then it bled into my kids. But since joining us, our profits have gone up 119%, which has been huge for us, huge for our family. We've been able to get that freedom. We've been able to spend more time with our kids. Practice has become a joy instead of dreading going in, working hard for a little bit of money. We've been able to boost those profits in the office, which then helps us be able to pay off debts. We were told that we had to go on a 7-year time frame of paying off our debts. Now we're going to be able to pay it off within a year. So that has been one of our biggest goals. That's been huge for us.